once you zero in on the right van and the customer says, yep, this is the van that we want, then it's a good idea for us to sit down with the customer and go through the whole list of options that they can have in that particular van. And there is a lot of options. Obviously, the more options they take, the more it's going to cost them. However, we don't really want any customers coming in here for their delivery and going through their van with them on delivery, and then them having someone else picking up their van at the same time, and then the customer saying to us, "Oh, Kenny, you never told us we could have got a solar put on our van. That would have been ideal for what we want to do. You never told me I could have got a gas bayonet on the front A-frame and one on the back, but an extra picnic table, LED lights, all that sort of stuff." So that's why we like to go sit down with our customers and go through all the options, okay? Because there'll be some options in there that they don't know about, that they might think, "Wow, that's exactly what we're going to need."
Yeah.
And once you go through and you speak to the customers with about all their options, ultimately the whole idea around that is for when they go away on their first holiday in their brand new van, and they go to a caravan site, or they take off inland and they go visiting friends and family, and they set up their van, everything's done. They've got everything that they can possibly need to be able to enjoy their first holiday and other holidays as well. There may be times when they decide, no, I don't really think I need that right now, but that's fine. They might be able to get those options put on at a later date too, when they do start going inland instead of going up the east coast of Australia or something, places like that. Anyone that's even had caravans before and they want to look at upgrading to a newer van, you know, the old steps, as you might want to call it, is generally people start off with a camper and they're young and they've got one child and that sort of stuff. Then they generally go to a pop top, and then closer to retirement when their grandkids are off their hands and that sort of stuff, and it's just the couple, that's when they start looking at a van like this.
Yeah.
You know, because this is their ultimate dream, to be able to own a van like this. They've had the other ones before where they've accommodated the family and the grandkids and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's their time. So it's not a rushed process. Anyone that walks through this gate here at Jayco Newcastle, they're in a relaxed sort of a mode, and that's where we need to be as well. And once again, you've got to get that right van, and you've got to make sure that that van's going to do everything you want it to do. They may come back 3 or 4 times, and they might be tossing up between this van and this van. You know, they might think this one's going to be good, however this one's going to be better, but this one, you know, this one's got so many features and this one's got so many features. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as they get the right van and they can consider options and extras and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes it can take 2 or 3 months, you know, and that's where we like to help the customer purchase that right van. We're not here to sell them a van, we're here to help them purchase their next one.
Yeah.